Renegade! Hey, let me tell you something. This man is not afraid, not afraid, The man depends on some serious meditation for man and so on, not silly. The man, good afternoon, good evening, good night, good morning, worldwide, the renegade. There! Yes. All right, so 2 things. This morning, me in my bed same way, and but I wake up to do some deep meditation. Today, I'm matter of fact, like little less than an hour from now, that mark 4 decades. 4 decades. Since my crash. In a minibus with 17 are we night, Me, my father, 2 little sister, and 13 other, including the driver and the doctor. Yes. My father alone did out of that, Boy, that turned history. I can't believe one day, just a couple minutes, turn a couple hours, and then turn to a day. So by the next, this little less than an hour, I crash. I'm going to 6. Going to 6 will crash. I go look after 6, and then when I'm come pick up, him carry a Spanish town. Mash up, stop sink, and see me as still 40 years after, Yes, so we're there for a purpose. I'm going to hold them, and beat it till I'm a bed. So, you have to go on some deep meditation. Can I say everything, Like me, I live on my journey. Because every year I just say it one to me, It's a journey, Yes. Okay, when I know your time, So, it go already. Saying, but so the old man that and Jano, you them get to see them grandfather and all kind of things like kind of sadly, Yes. Yeah, well, my sister you them see them grandfather and them thing there, I you them name it well. Now you near not too far from this now. Yes. You're not too far from this now. But it's bad, So yes. So we just deal with some straight meditation. I run to my phone. And I see this guy up at the same thing where Andrew Holness try to trick people, And he must say, one of them, I wish one of them push him up, but the same one, like one of them push him up or Queenie. And here the guy, boy, I'll tell you, with him looking nasty so our face. But Andrew Holness, him coming like Shari. Ibrahim Traore. What am I do? Him coming like, yeah, Andrew Holness is like Ibrahim Traore. No, you can't believe some people say done some food and things. But I do some facts I can teach him something. One of them out with that, So they must say, Ibrahim Traore don't have 28 bank account and and he might do all these kind of things with Andrew Holness. And you saying both down the way money gone. And I know him they get 1 cent and in a SSN and don't do trouble Zion and all these things. But I look on some other things too with Andrew Holness. Now I look on your part because I'm evil. I'm evil, I'm evil, yeah, very evil. Because me see them give people all kind of things now by vote. I have them, I line them up. Because I know my brain stay now. They don't have my brain power, I line them up. And then I look on Ibrahim, I play a video with him first. When I start my show, start my show, but when I start it, Ibrahim I want to play, I want to fact check what them say. Because them run out with them bag of foolishness. Him don't know what I say. Now where I talk. Him for that shit. Let me tell you this. We have elephant memory. If you live, unless your baby just born, you live through Anjo 2020. A matter of fact, from 2017, the state of emergency, the Zozo state of emergency, one of these things I'm going to do to the hospital, I'm going to do to the people then. It's unbelievable. But you can buy people with a plate of food and thing and them chat food thing. Let me tell you this, youth. Most of Jamaican are stupid, so. And you can't wear clothes and food. No. Not us. Not us. So I line up some video, I'm going to just take you back because I don't know. You have them kind of crab brain. Yeah. Alice City with phone case. We don't have crab brain. Because if you can't have a government where eat the people them so much that in the need, their need, them turn around and charge them that's a 5,000 first, and what I do, them push that 200,000 for mask. Some pay 700,000. Police are locked you up and put with people who don't know with the drama. This remember Andrew Holness doing this, people dead. You get shot to him neck. And by the way, he never go on and go on a black drum. You never see the MP them come on, what I say MP I do? as a shower, a labor right, and drink the best wine and everything. You see, una memory too short. You see, una not but sell out. Una sell out a nation. Me know that today. No. So let me start my show. They are teach you something, yeah? Andrew can't treat nobody going on. Andrew not supposed to depend on the ballot. No, don't worry about that. Saying, he not supposed to depend on the ballot. Yeah, man. Yeah, when there is some deep meditation about, you know, we have to we have to beat it till the hammer bend. Yeah, man. Let me start the show.
We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer bend. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We in lump sum, we a beat it till the hammer bend. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy, we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and
when people like the government of a country, it's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand the Luciano over there, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
It's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politician with the evilest mission, who no we blame. Too money and power and fame. Wanna go find up the youth, them relieve down the lane. Give them big gun and brainwash them brain. Yo, wanna buy them car, wanna buy them clothes and buy them.
Yeah, man. May I tell you so? I see the little shop where them put up, called Andrew and the mini and them put up a bag of foolishness. Me never even take it off, but me just, because I look like the guy when named Dean, the one who drive the gun. And, you know, Dean and Queenie have a look. Push him up on green shirt, you know. Oh, you know, PMP, what too much years? And the bridge, you know, we build the bridge. Them build this, you know, along the bridge, build. If they go build the next one, the next thing. Same used to drive and I don't this and them build. Boy, that you time fool, man. In fool. Yeah? Ibrahim Traore. So I put it up and I play Traore first. I play Ibrahim first. But I put up this first. So I put up this. Yeah, I look on this. I'm going to look on this right up on the screen first. Yeah? Hold on there. I'm going to move this. Yes. So I put up the picture. Who him say Andrew and who say? See them here? Andrew one is coming like who? Him? Andrew sick now med man. The guy himself has said he's sick in a female. Yeah man. Yeah man, Pastor Ricky the prayer. Yeah man, we have to have them prayer for Andrew man. You understand? Number one, Andrew no deal with self-reliance, you know. I'm a tough a JLP master on self-reliance. And I'm on the time. So that you take a page out of the book. Look at them fool now. If you in your head, can anything wanna try doing now, but man did that do. And superpower wanna use superpower, you know, and fight with them and try to kill Mandy. Try to kill Bob Marley, anybody who open them out, kill over 800 people, plus they killed 200 before. Yeah? Over 1,000 people wanna kill. Saying for what? Forget power. That bad. The foundation is still charged treason, they're still about it. Right? Look at Ibrahim Traore. Yeah, Traore. Watch this.
Rally in support of the junta after the government said it had foiled an attempted coup and accused America and France of influencing the country's politics. Since Traore came to power, The military government has cracked down on dissent, kidnappings and arbitrary arrests of both civilian critics and army personnel accused of plotting coups, which have increased. Here is our cover report. Since assuming leadership of Burkina Faso in September 2022, Captain Ibrahim Traore has spearheaded a bold transformation, breaking away from the entrenched foreign influence and steering the country towards self-reliance. His administration has...
Yeah, when I want to stay film country, whenever you hear the word self-reliance in Jamaica, he wants to stay in country to self-reliance. That's the man. Like when you see Sir Mandy do, everything you saw a copy from Sir Mandy and it's all good. And this so the country did that too. Yeah, I did same JLP them try for wipe it out. No, when me hear the guy said that to them, I don't want to play, come in and give now, but I have to come do it. You not see it doing, because them have it up. So me I do this, them take it down, because them have asses. You understand? Anyway, watch this. Yeah, when them say them want to put him country, you just go and listen to this.
Since assuming leadership of Burkina Faso in September 2022, Captain Ibrahim Traore has spearheaded a bold transformation, breaking away from the entrenched foreign influence and steering the country towards self-reliance. His administration has challenged traditional power dynamics, driven economic reforms, and ignited renewed sense of sovereignty. But on April 3rd this year, while delivering a testimony on the U.S. Africa Command posture, U.S. Marine Corps General Michael Langley had a unique perspective on the leadership in Burkina Faso and Sudan. Listen to this interaction between Langley and Senator Wicker.
The ruling elite of a country is receiving gratuities on the side that inure to the benefit of the strongman leader.
You know, I see this, and I don't mind calling them out, but Captain Traore and Burkina Faso.
Yeah, these people in the lead. That's all like Jamaica, what I sent to see. I receive gratuity on the side. I get some food. Oh, okay.
So, you know, as they know that both, you know, whether it's the their gold reserves, that is all those proceeds are just in exchange to protect the junta regime.
That statement has stoked outrage across the continent.
France and the United States government needs to back off from any attempt to remove Captain Traore from office. Forget about your plan. He's our own. He's doing exactly what the people of Burkina Faso and many other African countries wish their leaders were doing for them.
Traore's decision to expel French forces and reassert control over the country's natural resources has resonated across Africa.
Emmanuel Macron insulted all Africans in his remarks. There was one part that caught my attention, where he spoke of ingratitude, and that ingratitude is a disease that cannot be transmitted to humans. He is a human. Our ingratitude is not transmissible to him. This is how this gentleman sees Africa, sees Africans. We are not human in his eyes.
The aborted assassination attempt of Traore, allegedly orchestrated by neighboring Ivory Coast, added to the fury of many Africans. Burkina Faso's military junta says it foiled a major plot aimed at sowing total chaos.
The meticulous work of the intelligence service revealed a major plot being prepared against our country, the ultimate aim of which is to sow total chaos with a view to placing the country under the tutelage of an international organization capable of regaining control in 10 or 20 years' time, depending on the instigators.
Under Traore's leadership, the economy has strengthened, with Burkina Faso's GDP rising from $18.8 billion to $22.1 billion.
So it rise it was around $4 billion in it, because it was 18 point something to 22 point something. You hear that? Like $4 billion. Yes? From around 2022, 25, 30, it rise. Hear this.
A testament to the country's growing independence. By prioritizing the local processing of resources, including gold and agricultural produce, Traore has ensured that national wealth benefits Burkinabe citizens, rather than being siphoned off by foreign interests.
Yeah, into that stuff, like I will show you, in a real time, whether it benefit the country.
Agriculture, the backbone of Burkina Faso's economy, has seen unprecedented support under Traore's administration. Farmers have been equipped with modern machinery, improved seeds, and necessary farm inputs, leading to increased productivity and greater food security. These efforts signify a leader dedicated to his people's well-being, committed to strengthening internal resilience and reducing reliance on foreign aid. But such bold steps often come at a cost. The claims by the American general have stirred skepticism, prompting comparisons to the narrative that led to the downfall of Libya's Muammar Gaddafi. The parallels between Libya's fate and the situation unfolding in Burkina Faso are unmistakable. Leaders who seek the true African sovereignty often face disinformation campaigns designed to weaken their influence. If Burkina Faso is left vulnerable to such maneuvers, it may suffer setbacks that will take generations to undo. Africa Bureau, we on, while it is one.
Africa, you have to know this. Yeah, one, stand as one. Right? So when the guy coming out about Andrew Holness, I'm going to look at Andrew Holness now, film thing, where you say, I know, you say him coming like this. I tell you, Andrew Holness is the wickedest dictator we ever see. Andrew a dictator too. Yeah. Yeah, man. Yeah. Me do that. But saying, Andrew the wickedest dictator we ever see. Yeah, self-centered. Andrew dangerous. Very dangerous. But line up some things. I remember that's remind, in this one I show now, because some people forgot it already, Because them are line up now, I see them are give people chicken. Black tank. Without the black, let me just explain something to you. Because, we're there in a deep meditation right now, right? You get a black tank. You don't have no water here, you don't have the money to buy water. You all stop a zinc and look at board. You can't put stuff there, you need a pump. Can you put it on something? You can't put it on something, a board thing where you catch up. You have to build something to put it on. But firm. It will drop down and drop down on people when it's full. That's if it can full. If you don't have the pipe, that means you depend on chuck and buy water to fill it. You see it? See the problem? Your problem not solved neither. But it's a vote, them a look. See? Them gear to the pipe fixtures. So you don't have no length and no pipe and no cut, you don't have no lock up, you don't have nothing. What are you with the plumber to set it up for you? Unless you sell it, work buy it. Now you have no money to buy it neither. You see it? But you take it. The chicken, no for one half cook, you have to put the chicken under one bed. 2 bags of feed, you can't do no chicken bout there. You have to find more money to do that. Them buy them with two weeks. You never eat them too, It's bad. But look at Andrew Holness. In the days when you need the hand, there was no Andrew Holness. Let me show you something. Let me look at this. Let me see Andrew first. Look here. Andrew. So this is about Andrew. Put up in class. That's the Andrew on up. I don't want to compare him to Traore. No man, that no work. That no work on it. Yeah? When I see that, I said this is garbage. But this is the Andrew and this is what I'm doing today. Remember, an election, I run your son. And this is what Andrew do to the people. Them. For them, you look good, I'll look on your stop, no mask. Look here, yeah, watch out.
If this...
They never have no mask neither.
You see this?
1 hour, him have a mask, but some of them around them never have no mask. Can you have to see the video?
You put the perception of the youth them, especially the school youth them where them coming like sponges. You know, the Prime Minister talk about the music and wait and do and all kind of thing, but you have to look at the example where you and your wife said. Other people do it too. Other people in your party bear the clocks and do it too. Remember, I want to set this example. See there? Not my word. See there? And have man wipe your shoes. Look how you cock up like acrobat do. You think this look good? And the thing when you do look good, you play upon people's conscience. You understand? And do some things outrageous. When you not think about the consequences. You understand?
Right. So this is what Andrew do. Remember them same man people are wipe the thing, right? Look after the election, you know. You're a part of the election, you know. You're this during the election.
Jay says wearing masks and gloves in public will not offer full protection from the coronavirus.
This.
Shamila Pullen picks up that story.
Jamaicans scared by the novel coronavirus have been seen in downtown Kingston wearing masks and gloves to protect themselves.
They make them doctor at the time come say this, hear this.
But President of the Medical Association of Jamaica, MAJ, Dr. Andrew Manning, says that is unnecessary.
Recently in Kingston, there were pictures of persons wearing masks, interviewing people, going from place to place. Now that's a problem, because if I wear the mask and I'm in the presence of somebody who has the virus and I keep on the mask and the glove and the gown and go around, I'll end up spreading the virus.
He says masks and gloves do not fully protect anyone from contracting the virus. However, he said if people want to wear them, they should be worn only when coming in close proximity to someone who is infected.
And that's within 3 feet, all right, because it's spread by droplets and by secretions.
So hear him, all right. So them send out him, and him come same thing, and then them run the election. Remember, you know, this is what him tell them. When them not do it now, at 200,000 and more them have to pay. Yeah? Yeah. Yeah, look on this now. Watch this.
Post too much mass ever in a man live today. Look for people. Because they don't want to pay $500. Look on them. Look. All the fight are going. Look. All the fight are going. Look. All the fight are going. Look. All the fight are going in a man live to mass. Look on them. Look on them.
All right. So them time I know, election done. So when remember Andrew Holness a show clocks. But when me ask anyone I want to write, I say, Andrew, you watch too. Them time you have any time. If you sit down and think about the chicken that the people them stay home. Can you use drama to make them stay home, you know? No movement stay in a better. Without food and nothing, you know. Never mind the people them way. And by the way, and the food and the thing where no movement stay, the rubbish them pile up. No garbage truck for do nothing. So I'm definitely kill off for the world. I wanna easy forget things, you know. Let me show you. Don't compare yourself and nobody put him on boy. You compare with nobody boy, you know, and do this. Because you're evil, you know. Let me show you how much money drama drawing. Let me show you them drama. In this we're going so. This are going same time. This are going same time around parallel.
Delve deeper into the impact of the garbage collection crisis facing Jamaicans. For more than 2 weeks, our reporter Dwayne Anderson has been visiting parishes where the situation is dire. Here's the first of a 3-part Primetime News in Focus special report.
A garbage receptacle painted in the colors of the Jamaican flag, overflowing with garbage. This perfectly captures the collection crisis in parts of the country. The backlog started around 2 years ago when the COVID-19 pandemic hit.
So, all right. So, look what Andrew do now. You don't see what Andrew do. When it starts, this is 2023. It started 2 years ago when the pandemic hit. And you have all the backlog. I remember you have to stay home and keep the garbage soon for rat, everything. You are telling me, says I came in government this. He not stay like Traore. You understand? He not stay like no Ibrahim. None at all. He not have no care about no bad thing. No road not fix. Me no hear nobody talk about the garbage pile up, you know. That alone an epidemic, you know. I remember say you know, you not get no black tank for stone or water for wash down. And you know, this is what them give you, this is the reality. Just the other day. But if you power with Andrew Holness, Andrew the worst thing. Andrew couldn't go on my head and come tell me nothing. Because I noticed Andrew now show these things. 2 years. And it pile up. Meanwhile, you can't come out of your yard. Some man get gunshot, them I get big bill. 700,000 I pay for this. Do all of this them I get. I mean, never see nobody I get no chicken. I get nothing them now get. Nothing. Them I fear pay money. I get money from overseas and everything. Me and diaspora sending over 4 billion for balance the thing. Everything shut down. You could even have the man them go run and clean the garbage. No. No, kill them off. And with them shabby. This is the first time this happening in history of the country. Where the garbage pile up. So remember nobody know they on the road. You know? So the garbage are a bit, if the garbage put out a road, they make people come take it up. Because remember, you know, remember when you have a virus around on, you want the place sanitized and clean. Yes, still them could have played the one they done in a same time to sanitize market. Yeah. You understand? For sanitize market, $40 million for those people to think on it. Yeah? The man not care about nobody, Andrew Holness. You not care about nobody. Right now, I see you, Mr. Charles, and Mr. Charles' two daughters, Senior Charles, the one from Carindon, a big girl from Carindon. I think I the one and the bigger sister. The one named Michelle. But Charles' two daughters, the one that on Carindon and the other one. That are Sniffy and the other one. Everybody who now give chicken, now give all kind of things where you want. But when you die and need of the things, him have the police that trample you put in, him the man mix you up. Eh? Me couldn't walk on Andrew Holness, them man. Eh? Look on this. I remember when the money never spent. He might tell about manage economy. This is a manage economy. The man is, Andrew for going on must step on about that.
And it has been worsening since. It's mainly due to a shortage of garbage trucks, which in turn...
You hear this? Through a shortage, yeah. Over from the pandemic,
means fewer loads of waste going into the country's disposal sites, like here at Riverton. This spells bad news for pickers who make a living off dump sites.
It's kind of slow, yes. Now we are far too.
When them human scavenger tell us it's stone, not even garbage I go
back. That thing certain way. We don't know. Iron slow, room now buy more, so it's hard, brother. It's not nice.
I don't know. You see me? Because nothing really come as much, you know?
What you say, Alan?
Bag feeding.
To what?
For me hog them. Because to me raise hog. You get me I say, so that's my aim. You see me?
Why you feed the hog them?
Sludge. Like all Duan, patty Duan, Nutri Mix and bread and bun and all these things you feed the hog them.
People have also resorted to disposing their garbage illegally. We counted more than a dozen illegal dumping sites in parts of Clarendon, Manchester, St. Catherine and St. Thomas during our investigation. Then there are those who leave their garbage on the roadside, hoping it will be picked up. But that takes weeks and at times months.
What the government can do for us around here, okay? So the old scheme need to clean up. So we need some truck to take up the garbage on the scheme. Look outside there. Look outside. Look on the roadside. Look on the roadside, go down, go up back the road.
In some residential areas, People use trees and fences to hang bags of garbage to keep them away from stray animals on the prowl for a meal. But the animals are unrelenting, like these dogs, and more often than not, they get into the waste. There's also the stench from the rotting food.
As you can see, the bag them hang up there, and you jump on, all of them full about 2 months going or 2 months and add.
Can you imagine? No? Let me just move this. Let me just put some more. Let me just drag on the memory to some things that make it more, let me tell you this. Remember, they make garbage. But all kind of thing in the garbage. If you have baby, remember women have the monthly thing, they are in the garbage. They can't be sanitary. Because everything in it, pampers, everything in the garbage. Rotten meat. That if you have meat or eat a rotten food, can you imagine how they stink? And it infest up the place with rat and eat out of that and run back in your place and do all kind of things. And you care for the people, them know. I don't know who are going to band down with Andrew for you trick them. You can't trick people with little chicken, 100 chicken and 2 burger. Hey, them people, they are idiots, Yeah? People on earth, hey, they might try destroy you, see it. Yeah? And when they do this, them have state of emergency, hey, him double up on the people, him have state of emergency, Zozo and drama, Him have state of emergency, Zozo, where it's illegal. Okay, you say state of emergency, white court. State of emergency, Zozo and drama. And mash up the people, then same time them are run parallel. And them are run injunction. So them are run same time. Meanwhile, you don't have no food. Your garbage not take up, nothing at all, not do. The man evil, but them are talking about Ibrahim Traore. That's so stupid. Eh? Look on this. Let me show you some other thing. Me just a start. Let me just move this. Because me just a start a certain. So when they run out with him and attack about a food, he says the man show him clocks. Me just show you. Everything I run one time for the people in Jamaica. So who run out and I say, boy, the man, I want to go away, man. Hold on. I mean, I'm sure some people I go through. Just look on this. Everything I run one time. One time. Look here. Let me come back with this again. Look here. Look here.
Final part of our 3-part In Focus report looking at the garbage collection backlog facing the country. Now, this evening, our reporter Dwayne Anderson examines possible solutions.
Mandeville, Manchester, often described as Jamaica's cleanest town. We asked the mayor of Mandeville to explain what he's doing differently.
I still consider Mandeville to be the cleanest town in Jamaica. For the town centers itself, as you realize that the town center is swept every morning by 4:30, 5 o'clock. The sweepers are on the streets. The collection of the garbage within the town center itself is collected very early in the morning.
A Mandeville resident also told us his garbage is collected weekly. And when he doesn't want to keep bags with leftover meat at his gate, he disposes it at this site. It is usually collected quickly afterwards. We accompanied him during one of his visits.
Let's just state that TVJ in no way condones or encourages illegal dumping in the country. This is simply to test how garbage is collected in other parts of the country.
When we returned the following morning, the garbage bags were gone. This raises a few questions, including, is Mandeville and other so-called uptown communities given priority attention? We put the issue to the NSWMA chief.
Nothing could be further from the truth. So what you will see is we have trucks assigned to various locals. Now, if you're a truck, maybe you're fortunate to have one of the newer trucks serving your area, you will have less problem. So what we do from time.
So I'm just not take him off. You know, land chatting. I must say, not the MSW when name, nothing further from what the truth. This should not happen. And in a pandemic, when the thing is spread more and then germs, other germs, it catch you. So Andrew is not a great carer of the country. Him destroy the country. And him not care for one and all kind of ways to germs, kill him and him take over. The guys are evil. Him evil, man. You understand? Garbage pile up. Look here. And me when I show you something else. Go and run. Look there. How would you send this? A parlor? Are you going to send this parlor? Look here. I think a parlor, let's do this.
Move out of my way.
A parlor, man. Parlor, you say parlor, I say a parlor, they do this. Yeah, man. A parlor, my clean reporting, you know? Yeah, so. Look at this. See? So we are looking all over the place, and I saw it nasty. Yeah. I saw it nasty. See? So, but in at the same time, this is what happened to the people them in at the same time. Let me show you this. Let me show you this now. This is what happened to some of the people them in our place at the same time. Look at. In at the same time, the one of them are run.
Lightning and thunder, earthquake, judgment by earth. You know, we have judgment on earth. Lightning and thunder for all oppressors. There are people mass. Andrew Holness. No way out here. Judgment by Andrew Holness. Judgment. Officer, police, minister, local politician. A vaccine never sell out. Vaccine, herbs in the United Nations. That's the list.
All right, so them start going as them see without something, them arrest, right? And this is how our people them go through. This is a hard fight to pay with Andrew Holness. And now with that. Meanwhile, them are PST, them get arrested, you know, several. Look here. Right over the place. Meanwhile, the place.
Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson. The government has released new protocols allowing COVID-positive people to vote in Thursday's general elections. The Office of the Prime Minister said people in isolation will be allowed to vote between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on election day. Election officials and...
So you see what I'm doing? When election are called and then people are sick, and the country master him want the vote, him allow them to come. Can't remember anything them touching. Them infected already, but you can't. Or you disinfect the thing each time them touch it. Can't work. So you allow them to come and spread. Because them are touch things. Impossible for them to sign and touch things and do things. And then even the paper with them are positive, them have to go in the box, mix up with everything where other people are going to count in another day. And you never use no gloves, count it now. Yeah. See? You never know, you never see this. Them are positive tested people. A vote. Yes. This is Andrew one, the government allow it. No people miss it. That's why I run at some that I keep the things them in because when I play it kind of hammer with some people, them can't believe in a real life so these things happen. You understand? Him spread it just to get vote. If him come out and say after this 3,700, it double. Last time life, it double. Yeah? It double. Look where Andrew Holness may come out, come cast vote. Hear this.
Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson. The government has released new protocols allowing COVID-positive people to vote in Thursday's general elections. The Office of the Prime Minister said people in isolation will be allowed to vote between the
Office of the Prime Minister just to get vote. Meanwhile, the road them big dirty and stink. Me never see nobody get no chicken and nothing at all, you know. And nobody now come knock your gate. Yeah? Me tell the man take Jamaica and feed that man. I know you can forget things. Let me play it again.
Hello, I'm Jovan Johnson. The government has released new protocols allowing COVID-positive people to vote in Thursday's general elections.
Yeah.
The Office of the Prime Minister said people in isolation will be allowed to vote between the hours of 4 p.m. and 5 p.m. on election day. Election officials and members of the security forces voted on Monday.
Not my word, because you see what Andrew now realize. You have some people now come back with these things, you know. Yeah. Yeah, in the Lord of Andrew, the Afi, you see, him do it, you know, you see, and enough thing on now because remember everybody busy now and get beat and everything. The only never realize that that's him do. mix up some people, 4 and 5. So you they go late, you're still in a mix up thing there. And spread it, super spreader. Yes, the government do this. Yes. And then him turn on and do this too. Then him turn on, then him do this. Him do this, super spreader. Meanwhile, everything where I do, yes, sir, you know. Everything I do one time. Yeah? Look here, I'm going to show you what him do after this now. See that? Look here. And when you go out and look at food, this is what you get. Yeah? Look what you get. Look here.
I want to share this with you, sir. I feel hungry, I go out on the road and I go look for food for buy, sir. And anywhere, me dey on the road and the police car drive down with a full curfew hours. And them carry me to jail and charge me for mass and breach a curfew. Anyway, me go a station and they lock me and put me under $100,000 bail bond, sir. And Friday gone me go to court, sir. And the judge charged me $700,000, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to share this with you.
Let me stop this, yes. Let me stop it. These are the same Prime Minister and the 49, the one of them. Right now, where they hear gate a knock and I give a black tank. You know where you need the black tank most? In the pandemic. You need that water. You need everything you have to wash with it. Everything you have to squat. You need the water to survive. Them never they bought to give you. She will vote for them, just listen. Yeah. A matter of fact, you couldn't get a chicken. And you couldn't get no green. But you get, them force you to pay this and go to prison. So you have to beg your family members and overseas and who take up money to let you go. You put money with, and a matter of fact, I'll show you the amount of money them get. See? So a man like this, I walk up and now you talk about, you're comparing to Ibrahim Traore. You're mad? Ibrahim Traore. You're mad? Eh? Let me play it back. Remember, you know, the place dirty and stink, you know. No clean from them come in, you know. Listen, rubbish, hey, rat, hey, germs, and nurse dead. Couldn't get air, oxygen. Nurse. Yes. And I say, Andrew Holness, I come on and say, and well, remember this dust on the other day, and I saw some phone brain shot. Eh? You know what I will lose when my mother gone from 2021 to couldn't even go funeral. And that hurt too. See? Enough of them people that were see end up that way because of Andrew. Neglectfulness. And evilness and self-centeredness for win election. And you notice how no him not call nothing, he might run up and down and I try and put out peer advertisement for try trick on the brainwash, you know. Me go through this, nobody can talk to me, you know. You might have to make up already. But if me live through this, me done with you. You can't treat me again. Every number one them couldn't treat me in the first place. Because you know me dissect things. 700,000. She not that far from $750,000. We couldn't do, she can't find the money for buy a little plate of food. And you charge off your man. Meanwhile, Fried Green I tell her say, shower labor right. Eh? Look here. If the man is a wicked man, look here.
I want to share this with you, sir. I feel hungry, I go out on the road and I go look for food for buy, sir. And anywhere, me dey on the road and the police car drive down with a full curfew hours. And them carry me to jail and charge me for mass and breach a curfew. Anyway, I go a station and they lock me and put me under $100,000 bail bond, sir. And Friday gone me go to court, sir. And the judge charged me $700,000, Mr. Prime Minister. I want to share this with you. And when they put the bail band and it then charge me from Mr. Prime Minister. I have pressure, me sick. Mr. Andrew, me live on Newborn 2nd Street, Panny Boulevard. Miss Holness know me everything. My name Erica. Mr. Parnell's charge of me, MP, sir. And I want to reach out to them. I want this comment go all about around the place because me never hear this in that history. 700,000
700,000. And none of them, the MP, them listen. Meanwhile, she appeared that. Look on this. And you thought you heard people, you know. I mean, I know all them people are moving, you know. Meanwhile, you play this. She pay them money to do on this. Just look on this. This are hurt them more, you know. Look on this. This are going to hurt them more. Look on this. Meanwhile, them do this, you know. Meanwhile, them do this. Look on this. Look on your screen. Meanwhile, she appear that.
No movement there.
Where's the different?
Post it tomorrow.
You want to compare him to Ibrahim Traore. You mad? This them say no movement, dear shower labor right. They might drink the finest wine. Them have girl too. Them can't please themselves. Nobody in mass. No social distancing, but uno have drama. I remember the police were charge him, not charge him. This is a on camera. And him right now, him come out back and you put him there now, we can't find $54 million worth of feed again. Fertilizer, 54 million. Him, on Film Watch. And you put him back there, you know. I want to run up and down with these people, they mash up the country. You can't compare something like this with Ibrahim Traore. Yes. See? Look what them do yourself. I please see themselves. Not even one charge. And pull them out and carry them back. Eh? And Andrew now, I talk about him coming like Ibrahim Traore. Andrew Holness. You want to see the guy when I talk about bridge, you know, on the bridge, never have the bridge of PMP, and you, I want to give you this, I'm coming like Ibrahim Traore. Yeah? Remember, Bella may I wear one name this as a JLP council, was a JLP council up to him. Yes. Yes.
She done it last week. No movement there.
Where's the different?
Post it tomorrow.
Meanwhile, let her go on in a rat. And the thing I kill we out same way, you know. And people under the drama, them under the SOE and the Zozo. And no food. Me ask you know people in a them time, yeah. When you see people like black tank come go, you know. How much black tank gonna get? How much of them come knock your gate now, put pattern and do all kind of things soon now? When the mother, when the father, when the granny boy, and you make dead. When you forgot already. And you can't, and meanwhile, he might do the one of this, you know. He might scrape. He might scrape too. Meanwhile, Andrew do that. Traore. Meanwhile, Andrew do this. Andrew, you can't come in like Traore, man. Meanwhile, Andrew do that, he might scrape. Andrew have 28 bank account. Andrew had a lot of things. Andrew in a SSL. And then come tell me lie. Meanwhile, Andrew not the one of it. See, Andrew, you know, 28. Yeah, Andrew this. Yeah? Meanwhile, people are suffer. Him and him posse. The other one tell police and make police get transferred. Eh? Yes. You see me I say? Yes, make police get transferred. Meanwhile, them do this. And the place stinks. Andrew never come out, come face nobody. Make the people them all right. No. Andrew make them lock up on the backside. Make I show you something I saw. Look here. The same St. Thomas. Let me look at St. Thomas. Look at
To date,
this.
people, this is 2021. I'm not talk 2020 and 2022, you know. Massive all in the pandemic fines. St. Thomas Court collect 4.7 million in 1 day. 1 day.
So instead of you are giving people them food to eat, you pile up rubbish in a 1 day. This is the money that they collect for mass, by the way. Breaking drama. Yes. Take them that take your money. They might give back some of the mass money now. But they might take from you. And I live big. No, you can't get a tank. No, you can't get some chicken and you get a hog and you get anything where you want. But it was a human being just the other day when this up. Uncle Egypt Andrew can't trick. Traore. Andrew, you can't even walk. I don't know. The guy will say this. I only want to put up to this. No goddamn fool. Because people just comparing. Yes? Meanwhile, look on this.
After going 4.69 million was collected in the fine for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act drama in Morant Bay, St. Thomas on Wednesday. This is where Andrew did busy do. You angle this. According to the court administration division, just over 70 persons were brought before the court for various breaches of the drama, which is the main legislation being used to manage the pandemic. Some of the persons were hit with fines as high as 200,000 for failing to wear masks.
But hear the man. All right, so let me move this. Another, this is St. Thomas. I want to see one of St. Thomas per day. Mother of St. Thomas have to borrow some money, go to one of them lending place or bank and borrow the 400,000 for your 2 daughters. This is what Andrew do now. You couldn't walk with somebody like this was so wicked. If the police drive with mask and you, if you refuse, because I say, well, I arrest you if you refuse. Wear your mask. You turn it now, money thing. When the people them hungry and have the work and everything shut down. In a day, remember, and I'm attack, all these things documented. Some of that drawback for these things. Let me just move that one day. You not see nothing yet. That's just St. Thomas. Let me show you something now. Look at that's St. Thomas. Look here. And collect nothing.
Both angle the pandemic good. Now he make money off of the pandemic. Him not give them, but him take it off for the people them. Watch this. 101 million collected, almost 3,900 charged under curfew. DRMA. See that?
Not my report. See that 101 million. Them collect more than that too, You see this? Yes. See that? Continue.
Look on the time, people. And I'm more than this in collecting. This was 2021.
This is 22 or 23. This is 2021, people. And it will show you something. This is June 2021. And 2022 or what have you, I'm going to show you much money. Continue.
June 2021. After I'm running election, see there? I'm just whooping it and collect it. Evil man. See that? I could just see what I'm going on. Look here. Almost 4,000 people have been charged under the Disaster Risk Management Act, DRMA, at the end of the first quarter.
At the first quarter, this is 2021, people. And them collect, look how much money them collect out of it. The ending of the first quarter. See? Quarter, because it's about around 4 quarter, right? Yes.
Quarter of 2021, the first quarter. Hear this. This was disclosed by the Court Amendment Division following a request from the paper. The CAD said some 3,891 people have been charged with the average raw score of fines imposed per person over this period being the average being $26,047. The figure suggests that the government has collected approximately 101 million 348,877
in fines.
In fines. You see how he said.
All right, so people, on this, the fine is just the first quarter. The year of 12 months, so it broke up in a 3. 101 million for first quarter. Yeah, yes. And then you have follow him. So him do this to we. Meanwhile, not to kill. Meanwhile, they don't find them and do this to you. See? You talk about boy Ibrahim Traore. You come compare. You can't compare Andrew Holness. You hear that? You think I want to man. See? Meanwhile, they do this. Remember, we still live under this, you know. We still live under these people. Meanwhile, they do this to people and not food and everything. We still live.
It's Monday, March 18. I'm Herman Green with the Midday News. A special welcome to those of you watching online at onespotmedia.com. After months of complaints about garbage pileups and a rodent infestation in Montego Bay, St. James, a multi-million-dollar citywide cleanup plan is to be implemented. The plan was recently announced by the St. James Public Health Department. Garbage pileups, a rat infestation. It's been a sore point for the authorities and a nightmare for residents in St. James. But according to Deputy Public Health Inspector for the parish, Sharika Lewis, they have contacted some business operators about garbage pileups in their areas and have already supervised the removal of several truckloads of garbage.
We also have sent a program plan and budget to TEF of an amount of $7.2 million for a citywide rodent control program, which will start from Clock all the way to Dead End and will include all the streets leading from those main areas.
She says while the combined effort is expected to successfully address both the garbage and rodent issues, the health department needs all the help it can get.
We are also seeking additional help from the council to pay attention to certain areas such as the courts, Harbour Street, Sam Sharp Square, Union Street, Clock, and also where the People's Arcade is located.
The health department also reported that for February, there were no new reported cases of dengue. During the period, over 11,000 premises were inspected, revealing that the Aedes index is down. She also stated that 98% of the hotels in the parish have been certified by the department. Ms. Lewis was speaking at the recent municipal corporation meeting.
So, meanwhile, the place, we have to take over the place. Pandemic, and the people under, you know, Zozo and lockdown and drama and SOEs, state of emergency. And you throw everything and the sink out and the kitchen sink, everything, and throw upon the people then. And now, I see them come on now and I give you and I cut ribbon and I do things and I'm like, how we care for the people. You hear that? Eh? You might hear that? See? I know you have I declare that one about your compare. Compare what? Where I say, yeah man, GQ, what? See, you can't compare Andrew to nobody. And meanwhile, them I do that. Let me show you something again. Resident blame MSWNA, the amount of pile up and thing we have here. But meanwhile, them I do this. Let me show you something very important again now. In the same time, everything happened one time, you know. One time. Look on this. Let me look on this. Big mama, move out of my way. Okay. Look on this now. Here, Andrew, me right at one. Here, Andrew won this now. Let me take off something off of this. So the place pile up. Germs around. Pandemic, I mash up people. Germs, I mash up people. No food to eat. Nobody for turn to. But now all of a sudden, in a couple months, say election. And Joe that give a black tank, them a give the whole of them a give chicken, them a give egg like you eat that to a wire your house. And them care now. This is not caring, this is buying vote. Them for that shit. And you know, coming like no Ibrahim Traore and either. You understand? Yes. You too out harder. I could push up back Andrew right now. Yeah, I could push up back Andrew right now. We want to see with Andrew. See? I see. See? Meanwhile, this a go on. The IC. Oh, I'm going to put a pastor here. Hold on. I'm going to put up a pastor before I put that.
Start Jewish church and run back to church. Watch this. Pastor among three find large sums for breaching DRMA. 3 persons who appear in the St. Anne Parish Court for breaches of the Disaster Risk Management Act were slapped with large fines after pleading guilty in court on Tuesday, May the 4th. The accused were arrested at a church in Windsor, St. Anne on Tuesday, March 2nd at AC. They are Christine McLean, Philippa Garden, and Winsome McKay. Christine McLean was fined a total of $205,000, inclusive of $150,000 for failing to wear a mask. $150,000 for failing to wear a mask.
Yes, it is. Not church, you know.
In public places. Yes. $150,000 for failing to wear a mask in public place.
Okay.
And $15,000 for disorderly conduct. $150,000 for a mask. Philippa Garden was fined a total of $300,000, inclusive of $150,000 for failing to wear a mask in public. Winston McKay was fined a total of $200,000, inclusive of $150,000.
So not my word. Not my word. So even church people who are around Andrew now, them did a feel it too. Pastors, everybody kind of business now. You understand? Yes. I mean, I say Traore. No matter come tell him about no money this and no money that and all kind of things and how much bank account and all kind of things with him. He does a try, you know, a straighten film country or to run the right way and everything and move corruption. Andrew himself a corruption. So Andrew couldn't even go down there so because himself a corruption don't make no sense. This is all them that charge people. And meanwhile, Andrew have few one problem there too, you know. Andrew have problem for solve. Andrew, a matter of fact, Andrew there, when you look at Andrew well rich in at the time when people ask him about the IC, this is how I tell people, look at. This is how I tell people.
To my integrity declarations, I too am concerned that they have not yet certified them. They have written to me asking various questions. I have provided answers, and they have written to me again, and I'm in the process of providing those answers. You will, however, appreciate that it does take some time, and particularly for me, to get 2 or 3 days to go through matters and provide answers. I simply have to be very frugal with my time. And I suspect the same for the Integrity Commission that have to go through several thousands of declarations. But I would expect that they would give some priority to my declarations. I do hope to be able to respond to them before the end of this week. So I'm hopeful that...
No, you know what I'm doing? So the one 2021 in the pandemic where you see my mash up the people then. 22, 23, 24, when the Arnold Secretary Declaration don't certify. But this guy keep on going around like everything's okay. We are saying no okay, we're time for a pressure him. But after pressure this guy, him to go away. Ibrahim Traore can't compare who say the guy who you want to see nine green shirt what's happening. Me never take him down for the play, like I run more around him we kill him. Him a garbage. So anybody else, any one of them else come join it, what we do, we just take with themselves and just come beat and job with it. Cause them sick. You understand? Them sick. You hear this? Yes, man. We are gonna take it down and beat him with it. You see? Come out of the studio. See? You don't have no comparison there, sir. Somebody has a self-reliance and they move from the country thing from 18 billion to 22 billion in like 2.5 years. 2.5 years, 22 billion. See? That's great. See? And I remember him that they had thief the country. Anybody can mix him up in the country and say, well, they might do this and they might do that. See? Meanwhile, you know, when the world place shut down, are we there? I will have the turf. Look on this. Watch this.
Hi, good morning, Neville, and good morning to your co-host, Simone, as well.
I hope all is well with you and your family, sir.
Yes, thank you.
Are you not surprised? Because I said I was a little surprised that, yeah, things are tough here, but things are tough abroad too. Are you surprised that so much money is still coming to Jamaica and more than normal, it seems?
No, I'm not surprised at this stage, Neville, because what you see is of the remittance inflow that we have, about 67% is coming from the United States. Remittance is up, but you'd expect that because a lot of the people are not traveling now. There is also stimulus check that they're getting, and so that provides them with some sort of liquidity that they can spare. Remember, a lot of them who would be traveling and doing other things, rather than doing that, they will now send that to their families and stuff in a place like Jamaica. So if you look at our remittance figures, for example, 90% of our remittances come from 4 major locations: the United States, United Kingdom, Canada, and Cayman. And now those are places where a lot of Jamaicans would have gone. And the idea of them going there is to make sure that they're able to get some employment and send back whatever they can to their families. So whatever little that they have, they will still spare it for their families. So I'm not surprised that remittances would have been up in that regard.
And how does that equate, or what does that equate to for us, Doc? Because usually our biggest revenue earners are remittances, tourism, not necessarily in that order, is it tourism, remittances? I know remittances is usually in the top 3. Now that our revenue from tourism is ostensibly almost wiped out, what does this mean for us on GDP?
Well,
remittance.
That's a good question, Simone, because what you're seeing here, I may say that remittance is a blessing in disguise, because what you need at a time like this, when unemployment is hovering at about 13%, I think it's about 12.8%, what you need right now is for people to have money in their hands. Without them getting money in their hands, then the truth is that you're not going to stimulate the economy the way that you want it to be stimulated.
I'm saying 2 things I want to look at. You say remittances, and this week, look at this and look at the timestamp. Because unemployment is like 13%. And them go and then you can put the unemployment and come back and I tell you, say it at 3 point at the lowest. Remember this like COVID the other day, it's around like 2023 or something. And by 2024, oh, you gone down to this and that foolish, it's garbage. Because we tell you, so them man put it. So them did have it at the right thing, and them change it from 2024. Or them calculate it and put it down to find 14 to 24 year work. Them are 14, but they are school, 15, but they are school. So you just count them in night and say we'll low up, and you know, and people no want to look no work over 600,000 of them still. But you say, oh, them no want enter the job market, bull crap. So them give you wrong figures. This I don't tell you. So in the meantime, the remittances really all up the country. Yes? But Andrew do bad. No go that. And no him statutory declaration can certify. And him turn around and carry the IC Ghana court. When them for charge him, Prince let him go. Them come and say, don't do trouble Zion. Andrew can't compare to no one. Andrew just a patter cat. The lie they smarty ever walk the face of the earth and the worst prime minister Jamaica ever see. The man not look at, I'm showing you something here, sir. Let me show you something. Meanwhile, them I go through that, you know. Even with you saying about them moving money. But look on this now. When it comes to buy vote though, them up and ready for the challenge. Hear this, watch this. Watch this. This side us in a last year. Watch it. Hear this. Watch this. No. Cash for vote. Electors claim they collect thousands. And them say so them come out for this, and I tell them, so them buy vote, but them want them to try and mix up the PMP night for buy vote. Everything with them players, the money them pay for use. You can buy vote. Watch this.
The people stick up to blood at that conference. Kenza said nobody never jump off of this bus, panning that bus for lunch money. Nobody can collect nobody lunch money. Everybody have to collect their own money. So she assured definitely say, yo, nothing no bandul, no ratting can go on, nothing can go on.
Yeah, this.
You ever see man deal with all this ratting no go on, man? How comfortable is that?
In our country around. And this how the system corrupt that them have to pay people. You know? After a mash up people, kill them granny, kill them grandfather, kill them mother, kill them father. You know, the pandemic, they're going to turn around now and buy vote and then go up there, so the plaza up there. So. I mean, say a little either put up the plaza too, you know. He put up the plaza, Goodyear. I mean, I go something and teach them about Goodyear who put up that. I soon teach them. I put up something and show you where them put up too. Them stupid too, you know, man. Yeah, man. You understand what's this? This is a JP MP, you know, in a St. Catherine, you know. And I mean, I wonder, can them have a laugh and lock them up for these kind of things when them admit these things themselves? Hear this. What's this?
Go on. Eh? In a heavy MP, man go to one tunnel and get one good sitting different. This MP come to blood like everything personal, brother. Nothing can rat, not even $1. So no man no come and say, yo, the man they go and piss to give me money. He have to do the present to get him money.
You have vice and self-attack. Me man somebody attack for you know. Hear this now. Can you put in a group them silly? Hear this.
No man can jump off of this bus and jump on a bus because call it again like that. Not like that, he say. Can't send any text though.
Yes, Pego. I'm very happy that you have been seeing the messages in the groups. And I'm very serious about that. Nothing is wrong with having a very fair system. Any man who wants something extra, or if he's in a problem, him can always come, like you have come, and many others have come, and they may put a case. But when we have hundreds of...
Hey, man, you're Tiffy, you know, easy, you know. Hey, boy, you have to make me stop when me and do a laugh, you know. Because when I tell Pastor Ricky about some things, you know. And you know, when him go down to that, I have to laugh. But you make me have to laugh, man. But girl, Tiffy say, me eat labor right till me can't catch breath. No, sir. So the master, hey, behave yourself, no, man. Behave yourself, no, Tiffy, man. Continue.
Going to conference. We can't have a situation where one man collect 5 lunch money.
Yes.
And at the end of conference, you have some supporters who dead for hungry. Not even a buckle of water, them no get. In the same way, with the Christmas work, I have so many labor rights today who tell me thanks.
People, our country can run so. Country can run like this. So in a for them head, them no go base. Labor right to tell our thanks. And you would tell our thanks, and $1 million, but remember, you know, when you're MP for the whole constituency. And if you self-centered and just deal with who you deal with and leave out the masses, you must lose. You're no good. When you go away, when you mean the country no good. You understand? But remember, you know, taxpayers' money, you know. So, and a labor right to pay tax and PMP keep them. So that good and Andrew in them PMP could have keep every cent. Don't pay no tax and then you no business with them. But you have to pay your tax. Yeah? You have to pay your tax. Say, I hear what she said, labor right and labor right. No rob labor right, must rob. You can't rob PMP, you know. I rob no pay at all. But you must say rob labor right. Continue. Listen again. Listen. Do all of this are going in a film time. This is last year. Yeah, for local government.
Not even a buckle of water, them no get. In the same way, with the Christmas work, I have so many labor rights today who tell me thanks.
Right.
Because them used to people going at their envelope and take out what them feel like. Take out it. But now when them open up their envelope and some of them see them $4,000 and they $5,000. The first year when I change it up, people call and ask if them to give back $1,000 to somebody.
Jesus, that means that you saw some uncle one go to you when them just like, well, the first year when you change it up and them open the envelope and them see them $4,000 and $5,000 for the people. Them call and say them give back $1,000. $4,000 and $5,000 are money to them in a wanga. This a certified wanga got the hands, you know. With the name wanga got the hands. Certified wanga got is in this. Yeah? This a certified wanga got is him. You hear that, Tiffy? When them see them 4 and them 5 grand, it frighten them, so them say to give back. If them want them might give back $1,000. Because that's money for them. But can't buy a good plate of food. Eh? Hear it again, not my word. Yeah.
Envelope and take out what them feel like. Take out it. But now when them open up their envelope and some of them see them $4,000 and they $5,000 the first year when I change it up. People call and ask if them to give back $1,000 to somebody. Because they use the people that scam them. So you see the system that I want to run?
I run a system. This is not a politician, this is a gangster. I run system. The system business, I'm afraid of that system there. You know? Yeah,
this MP want to run? I'm not going to run any system where one labor right rob another labor right or scam another labor right.
So yeah, the way them hungry and desperate. You are scam labor right $1,000. This are the country Andrew run. Andrew have no hard phone now. In the pandemic, him throw everything, him throw the baby out of the bathtub, him throw the sink, him throw everything down. Including the SOE, where the show said the one it's illegal from it's illegal. Yeah, from 2018 to 2023. Him have the Zozo and him have drama too. I'm mashing up. Meanwhile, they make rubbish pile up and a kilo note everywhere. I know you want to tell me, say, my when I country good. You never got me have one of them footage. Because on the brain never, you know. You never brain. Eh? Very narrow brain. And then, yeah, on the brain cell dead. And you're not supposed to there and put no ball at phone and do a mash up Jamaica, you know. The man mash up Jamaica. In at the same time, this is what them have. That's why them action to the people themselves because them can't buy them. Yes? The majority not for sale though. You know? Yes. Majority is not for sale. See? So this give them everything to come out and buy. You know one in an election with us can.
What your reason for voting?
Oh, my reason for voting is because labor rights help me. I keep my fish fry the 20th of this month because I want to put on my upstairs and then buy my 3 bag of chicken and then me a vote for.
Hey, remember we wear corduroy pants and it have the zip in the back pocket. Don't have out coming like one of them corduroy pants back pocket, don't it? Don't go short of the zip. Yeah? Yeah. No, my record. Yeah, cannabis. My record them have a well store up in a brother. Brother, sister, yes. Brother, no cannabis, brother. Yeah, yes. My record have a well store up. Don't say me have more kind of the right thing, you know. There's me, you know, cannabis. See? See? Yes. Do upon this. This is a goddamn disgrace. Eh? You see this? I look upon our mouth, but remember we call the right pants, man. Some of them have the back pocket, man. But it's have a zip, you lock it. Look if another same mouth that she have. The kind of back pocket mouth. Just shorten the zip. She made them get a bag of chicken for a vote. And I tell PMP to come do the same thing. Look here. Yeah, look. Just look how she do her mouth. But think it's a kind of back pocket, you know. Look here.
Talk to me about your reason for voting.
Oh, my reason for voting is because labor rights.
You know what, people? She never have the zip there. The teeth them look like the zip. Yeah, but she like it's a zip where you walk with it and shut it, you know, dry. yes. A perfect card in my back pocket. Yeah, man, look here.
Help me, I keep my fish fry the 20th of this month because I want to put on my upstairs and then buy my 3 bag of chicken and then me a vote for.
So what if the PNP had bought you the same thing?
I'm just gone over to PNP. I'm not ask price. And better party sale. So if PNP come right now and buy me 4 bag of chicken, that's something there.
What about roads and water and so on? You don't vote on those things?
No, they said they soon put that in place. It's not going to come one time. Talk the truth, it's not the process.
And she dumb too, you know. Yeah. She not easy, you know. Yes, man. See, me say, at the card of my back pocket is with the zip. Complete. One complete card of my back pocket. The one them with the zip, you know. Them have one of them in a zip, one of them have the flap over it and one have the zip. And the card of my back pocket is with the zip. Yes. And she says she not ask Christ. We not ask Christ neither card of my back pocket with the zip. Them you sell out a country. 3 bag of chicken. And you sell a vote. Yeah? That's why Andrew Holness go on this kind of way. Yeah. You understand? And the PMP can get a 3 bag to stand over there. Yeah? This bad man. Yeah, sister. What going sis? Tiff.
You know why Andrew like these type of people, yeah?
Yeah.
Because them done. Andrew remind me of Donald Trump. You see, the people that may have the look of bagger, free guild, anti-mob mentality.
Yes.
Andrew like them, and you know, brother, you know me as a stalwart, die-hearted Labour right, at least no more.
Yes.
And one of the reasons why I hate Labour Party, when I was younger, and you know who my family is already.
Of course, yes.
Right. My dad was good friends, you know, with the blind man with the blinds.
Yes, yeah, man.
And I remember when the Luz died. You remember the Luz them at the Coronation Baker downtown?
Yeah, man. I remember them saying them kill them out.
I was 7 years old at the time, yeah?
Yes.
I remember when my dad I tell my mother, you know, when you look up pick me and you catch your ears and listen big people argument?
Yes.
If you get catch, you ever get slapped. Because when my dad never slapped me, my mom never slapped me. And me hear my father, I say, and can't believe the man did that to the Luz them.
Yeah.
Because he borrowed the money for campaign. And when he win the election and they asked him back for the money, he couldn't give back. But let me tell you something. I found me little bit me and my heart boil for Labour right. And he said, Labour right? Labour right have a thing where if you have $10,000, then want the whole 10,000. Them not here if you get nothing. Them not beg your thing and keep it moving.
Yes.
You see, PNP bong the pipe, but PNP make it drip where you can set a bucket.
Yeah.
So you still are going to survive.
Yes.
No, who could have in my right mind, me are going to come out and have attitude and that she's blind. She's so blind that she have on her glasses and her eye show. She have vision and she's blind. Because as that what she name Ellen Keller did say, I am blind, but I see. I have hindsight.
Yes.
Brother, there's no politician in this world who could appear me with my high standard and morals of thinking $5,000 chicken parts to vote for them, you know?
Well, I tell you, but let me ask you something now, bad girl TV. When you say the pandemic will just override, I'm matter of fact, I see them put out something that say something rise up at University Hospital. You don't see this, right? Andrew Holness.
It's a Mr. Christopher Tufton go out and bamboozle the people and take the joke. Me know something wrong because if a Labour Party, them no bamboozle nobody for nothing good. Remember, Labour right over build school to educate people. Everything with Michael Manley put in place, Labour right bring it down. Labour right bring it down because the poor people are not supposed to elevate themselves. You know what are the biggest problem with drugs and scamming for these politicians, these Labour rights? It's not the fact that the ghetto boy them are do crime and it's illegal. It is the fact that the same little ghetto boy them with them use them father already, uncle, cousin, and kill them off and use them to go fight politics war and tribal war against one another when we should have strengthened together to bring them down because they're servants. But them act like them so mighty and this authoritarian government, like it's a dictator, Hitler style. Listen to me, brother. Them problem is the little ghetto youth them and live beside them up at Kingston 8, Kingston 6. Them problem is, brother, when me I go Vals prep, you know my whole story.
Yes.
Me never have no, look, if you're black, your father that's something big.
Yes.
No, the scammer picnic in I same classroom as the politician picnic. They don't like that.
Yes.
So that's them problem with them have. Them can't manipulate the youth them no more and tell them say, oh, go kill Tom because Tom so go hard. The boy them buy them own gun and I call it rich badness. So them you see the zip brother after the ghetto house them have AC in them. So people, you have some people with their mind still in the gutter like she, but the masses want aim for better. And that's why when one apartment, one flat in Jamaica is 60 million and 70, brother, who can buy that?
No, I don't know who. It's a leave open, you know. The market are a boss.
The man and him Bigfoot wife with our $800 million upon brother. My money never see the dream that for us.
No, sir.
He never did.
I'm going to tell you something now, Bagger Tiffany. We can't talk on this straight over this, okay, next year, right? But hear this now. When our government are caring, what them that do is be like how you have the projects are counter flat. You know, projects in the state and counter flat in a metro. The housing, them build them do real housing. So when you have the housing, you don't build up. So you have manager, you can manage, and then you have school and you have hospital and you have everything. So the people them can get good service. You know want to cut a ribbon in a little booth where people them still can get raped. Them not have money to pay light bill, water bill, or nothing. That don't make no sense.
Right.
Yeah, ticket over the place. And there. Yes.
Oh, you build a house, but you're going to build a house for a person with a disability. Yes. But there's no ramp for that wheelchair as well.
Yeah,
you just want to cut ribbon and you want to walk in a mud because Jamaican people are so impressed with politicians because of the stupidness of their mind, brother. Them delusional. Just to come out and see a man a brush off a clock so that you have a vote for him. When me tell you, me hear them say Chris Tufton are the best MP. Brother, I'm rolling at the ceiling. Brother, you're not here for me, but I am watching your program.
But it is. And just the mole alone, man drop off a camera knock it, you know. Man drop off a chair and dead. But yes, still Andrew them have him at number one. But when them get the travel advisory from the health ministry, never in the history. The health ministry make we get travel advisory, you know, make tourists stop come and everything. Because the man them say, if you're not sick, you know, we're not going to do that. Remember me, I show them long time, you know. Yeah. But yes, still local media get it wrong. Local media get it wrong. I say, him are the best performing minister. Well, give it. If him are the best, that means them are more than Sub-Zero's sister. That's performing.
Brother, what did I see a girl put up something on Instagram? Somebody put him up talking about, either you're going to meet your maker or you're going to something another. I don't even finish watching it because it just stir up my blood. And I see a girl put up underneath it. I'm like, them not mad. If you say to us, you're the best prime minister, if you say, come and sell your airport in Lagos. It's mine and I'm going to sell you it. You know how much likes me get underneath that, brother? I can screenshot it and send it to you. Almost 2,000 ad. Me say, come and sell your airport in Lagos.
Yes.
So you're dumb. If him are the best prime minister, we have do these judicial killings, just pull out people, kids out our house and kill them. And you are glorified, but come you meet maker. Hold on, because if you have a brother or you have a cousin and it don't get to your door yet, it's going to get there because Jamaican coppers are the worst. Yes. If you can't bribe them, they're going dead. If your family don't have, I dare a police boy to sit me on the streets in Jamaica and speak to me a certain way and don't no longer have no job. Me not ask him that. With my last name me ask me, him no longer have no job. Me not ask him. Coming in an argument with him. Me just say, what's your name, sir? Or from me push my English like again, brother, and the American one, and him chop up his mouth.
Yes.
Me I go say, what's your name, sir? Me I guarantee him to the next call, him get off him phone, him not my job. Jamaican people know who to play with. And we not tell you as simple as it is, if you go to Jamaica, they ain't gonna mess with you either. Because from them see you come up, them know who. Them not gonna want the scandal, them not want the tear down.
But uncle thing now
too much licky police.
Yes. Them know it. And them are rebel, you know, because no one come in and take no this, you know. Me not take no, me can't tell them this. Me not take this. So them can't, yes. Yes. You understand? So me not take no this. So some boy hide behind tree and me not take but we move tree to, you know, so me not take no this. So sometimes you just stay there with us.
It's funny, it's funny though. If you have money on your name, so and so and so, you're addressed as Miss and Mama, sir. But if you not have money, you're going to people yard. That could have been my kids as well, where you can't just go to people yard and take them or take out them kids and shoot them and put a gun on them and then walk talk about, if you don't meet your maker, you're going to meet whatever. Andrew, I tell you, if you're careful, you're not do to poor people because the ancestral bloods are crying.
But look at the man line up. The man go up at St. Thomas. NCB have built up that place. I remember saying people have to pay for it. Right?
Right.
If you say government and say government private public partnership, we understand. But remember, you know, them build courthouse and them thing that the government have to pay them, you know. For this, you know, can't remember a people money, you know, use and spend on the project. The project not ready for open yet, but through them have a call election, the man going to go up there. Remember, in a local government, he man go up there, go do the same thing and do the same thing we do. This time, he become more bigger, right? And do it. We are still Kentucky. Remember, the man spend, remember, Abai. So, Christopher Tufton people, look on this. In company on my program, remember, I'm company on the program. The man gave one girl, one female lady there, $185 million. Say, she had to market me. And this is she market, I think about my belly button, she have a and then they do a video and think release it. Share him. Then video that time put it out. So I'm gonna talk to Mark about him blues and all kind of things where nobody in the business. You should have released it. Una she know that she get, but remember, you know, Andrew Holness, this will come from you now. And Christopher Tufton. You sit down there make him pay 85 million for market me. Who them did a market? Himself I think they eating, healthy eating. But Andrew Holness himself come back in the market, Kentucky.
Wow.
American brand. And then him lie, him a market in Kentucky. After he spent too much money, this is a goddamn disgrace. Then him says a little boy.
And the man come and say, oh, the death of this little girl, I start crying up public. When you know he's a hypocrite, when you see him shake Usain Bolt and I think if Usain needed to get an applaud for that behavior that he did, he was a gentleman.
Well, he couldn't do it, you know.
Because we couldn't do it, brother. Because you know, Jamaican the dirty nigga vibe, we go did come up exactly.
I know, and then look here. Let me tell you something. Today, right now, she has 7 something now, so but them just move me off aside 40 years ago. Let me just remind the people, 40 years ago, we just go Spanish Town Hospital right now. Right now, yes, I'm a father, that's a drip. Immuno dead yet, you know. Have internal bleeding, it flinging the van, flinging out and flinging parts on stone.
Right. That was an accident with you and your dad.
Yes, 40 years. My 40 years today, right now. So, you know, I never lose my life, you know. The hospital, I reach hospital by this car. Yeah, I watch the time.
You just dead a long time.
Yes.
You're dead already.
Yeah, you know, I try to save him and him try to save me. I'm going to take it for me again.
You don't get already, because even if you never have nothing wrong with you, when them assess you, them are going to give you a bad injection or bad sitting.
Yes.
So you're dead already anyway.
Yeah. But my father, I just alone drop out of that and we just stay and go and do some deep. That's why I'm a man, but I call my car and do deep meditation. You know? Because we have a purpose and speak truth to power. And run where some people forget, run where and stand up for the master people. I just start need the plan, you know. Yes. So, you know. We're going on some deep.
Loads, yeah?
Yes,
ma'am. I'm an entrepreneur. School have beat me bad. That's why you're not here for me. You know,
yes.
But love you. I just want to big up Anthony R. and Paula McLean. Bless up, sis. Universal. Bless up. Peter's playing. You always say, me bless up everybody. I mean, now bless you up. Bless you up as well. DCA, bless up. Brother, love you.
All right, sister. Up, yeah. Bless up.
All right,
yeah, man. Up. Yeah, man. Yeah, man, then when I say terrible, Andrew terrible, look on this. I'm going to think the party now for do. It's trick the people, them and his friend, them start get 2 little chicken, 2 bag of feeding, zinc and thing, them run out, it's a belly, them the business how Andrew make them lose them mother in the pandemic and them brother and them wife and husband and all kind of things. Them the business, part of that they lose them, you know, because the vote, him send people go vote who they are infected. See? Him no business. And turn on and give drama, state of emergency and so. 3 in 1. The woman have 1 son. And then soldier shoot him through him neck. Come out at 1. He might try to tell a security guard. And him tell lie. And the woman come talk from my program say, hey, the soldier them send me up and them mother I see. After them kill me once, and I send a feed it to the core. Kill the woman one son and send her up on the mother. Meanwhile, Andrew and the minions them live big in the pandemic. Them never give a black. Much I want to get a black tank in the pandemic. Who no come up and speak the truth and hold on a peace. How much I want them look and come go in a black tank in the pandemic. And then fully that you have water, I go on a food. They never be to do no. A matter of fact, them turn around and you come out with a mask. Without mask, you get locked up like this woman. I forgot to play her back. See? I forgot to play her back. Get locked up. Meanwhile, Andrew Holness, you go outside. You know, I'm not boy about a vote. Go outside. See? Meanwhile, Andrew Holness all right. Yeah? Meanwhile, Andrew Holness, well, all right. Over put a trust upon them guy like Andrew Holness. I see the video in the people. I never bother take it off and come and I give him all time out. I still have to sure. But I say this is a stink. I want to see it. Can them have it up? You know, when I beat things like this, when I beat that dark part of you notice when I go quiet. I'm beat Newton Enos. You have to am I, you know? I'm come tell like pan Damon Crawford. These people dangerous. Andrew Holness is supposed to depend on that. Him now have nothing to do with no poor people. The big boy, he might try to protect him. Now work. And then him enrich himself. And it's there. Andrew carry the IC. Can you imagine you carrying the IC? Let me show you something. You carrying the IC into me. Pan your watch. Remember them that right, stand do the thing for the IC, you know. But Andrew Holness carry the IC. Andrew carrying the IC. Remember here where I say so? And now him carry down our court. Eh? Let me hear what Andrew say right that's about the IC. Listen here. Listen.
As such will function under its general oversight. And I don't want to be giving conflicting views. It is a commission of parliament, but it is still independent. It is independent, like all the other commissions which have to be attached to some form of state authority. But the parliament cannot interfere in or direct the commission as to what to do. In the similar way that there are other independent commissions which are attached to parliament.
Yeah, but yes, still, them did I try to mash up this. I try to mash up this because of Andrew Holness. You tell me now. Eh? I'm non-statutory declaration not certified. See? I think everything in this. You know, watch out. Look on this. Look what Holness say so. After you see what come out, I move some of them in because I have so much thing for you some time. Let me just move some of them. After you see so much thing come out with SSL, Andrew run out with SSL and this thing come tell me first. Look here. This is what Andrew come tell me. Watch this. I know you're going to pan down the matter about you coming like Ibrahim Traore. Yeah, Traore, you know, you call him Traore. Ibrahim Traore. So you coming like Ibrahim Traore. All right. Look what Holness said. Look on these people. And this was a lie. You carrying the IC.
Prime Minister Andrew Holness has hit back at critics over the time he took to comment on the multi-million-dollar fraud at Stocks and Securities Limited, SSL. For almost 2 weeks, the fraud has dominated headlines locally and across global media. But Mr. Holness said he only wanted to address the matter when he had received the facts. Prime Minister Andrew Holness has been facing backlash for his delay in commenting on the fraud case involving over 40 investors, including Sprint legend Usain Bolt. The opposition and other quarters of society have questioned whether or not the delayed response was in a bid to cover up information. But Mr. Holness says not so.
There was this query as to why I didn't jump out with a statement immediately. Simply because I have a duty that when I speak, the information that I provide must be unassailable.
People, you can't get nothing wicked than Andrew Holness. When he must say this, you know, remember, you know, the IC put out the report with him. 2021, remember 2020 when the pandemic and everybody get locked up and I went up and down. I get all kind of things and big charges. Andrew, I transfer one company to the other, be a shell company. Andrew, I run money in 2021, 22. He might change up name, do all kind of things. The man make money. The man I run 473 million to 3 account. The man have dope your bank 4.8 million and when them IC ask him say I don't when I'm office. But I run UDC. I burn the owe my money, I burn a pay him back. But you look, them a bank it drip by drip every day. $4.8 million. That's a lie. That is a lie. If you want me something, me in the office, you know, just give me my money, don't it? Eh? You don't give me drip by drip. And the amount of lie. But you're still, yeah, man, I drop it on the PMP now. Hear this. Hear this.
And that means you have to take time to verify. But we saw in the interim that some persons had a field day with misinformation. I wonder what was the motive for that.
Misinformation.
It was almost gleeful celebration.
The Prime Minister, like his Finance Minister, Dr. Nigel Clark, is adamant that those who are implicated in the fraud case must be brought to book. He says an example must be set that crimes of this nature are not accepted in the country.
The government will not socialize any debt, and we will not socialize the failure of our banks to be prudential.
So people, remember, you know, we never have no bank. I feel I have no bank. That was no bank. That was a Ponzi scheme place, SSL. So you notice him not talk about the failure of SSL. I notice him never know nothing. When you notice this, this is how this man wicked. Remember, you know, people are suffer. They never go on and get one black tank. They never get the chicken and get the thing, them but them get no one say get just stay in. They make police lock you up and a charge one man pay 700,000. We have diabetes and high blood pressure. Yes? 700,000. Them trimmings versus them Enzinga King. And when them come out with that thing, them say she a tell lie. She a tell lie. Yes? You can't trust them guy. And I him now come back and talk about loaded, but must prison term loaded. Nobody around must take no touch from Andrew on this. You can't fool nobody again. It's a goddamn disgrace. It's terrible. Eh? Look how the man did lie. Remember see what the Usain Bolt say about this. Nobody put yourself to Ibrahim, man. Who want to put it there, man? You're sick. Remember see what Usain Bolt say about this. See the young girl there, you know. This is how I'm like, before I play that, I'm going for Usain Bolt. Usain. SSL. I'm going to Usain Bolt. Let me hear what Usain Bolt has say.
I'm still Jamaican. Let me explain something. No matter if I had switched to any other country, I made way more money.
You feel so?
Ask me.
I feel like if you were based in the US, you would have.
If me go Great Britain, any other country, like the top countries that compete, I make up way more money. You understand? Because it's the country, the man say, oh, he's a Great Britain person, you have to pay him for Great Britain level. You get what I say?
Yeah.
So it's different, but...
All right, well, so can we use that for transition?
Yeah.
Because with that being said, with that being said, hear you. With that being said, we've heard how much you talk about, you know, pride for country and how much you give back to the country. Oh, this SSL saga right now that's going on for about 2 years? 3 years now. Two. You know, because you've been put out the cryptic message. You know. How much does it hurt you, this whole saga, knowing how much you've given to this country? You've kept silent for the most part. You know? The most you see out there is just a cryptic social media message. Post them. How much does this hurt you?
Brother, it tough. Tough to know say it happen. And then this a go on this long. And this kind of make me look on who I am and what me the things say which part me did there. On the food chain in Jamaica. Like, if this happened to me and it's going to have 2 years and I can't say back a dime. That's a Jaja.
Hold on. Remember, you know, Andrew own this alone, you must collect money from this. And remember I come out and talk about when him speak and I say level. And you can't question that because he might come with the truth and something, right? But yes, still, him come talk about glee here and everybody have a glue like a celebration. This is how the guy lie. Him lie so till him go up the back, up there, so I'm not man be. Can he go there already, go do it. I'm seeing the other day on the house top, on the top, on the building top. Then come back now with a one hand. Same I try capture Jamaica and treat them with a plaza. With a plaza. Yeah. And this time, it's a young girl said them now have stoplight and everything. Last year, he says a young man. I have to play that too, you know. This is all lie and dangerous too, you know. So there is no comparison to that president in a Ibrahim to Holness. And when the guy is saying, better take it off a line. Because one of them are either them are jackass. Because everybody are use this and beat Andrew in them seat, you know. Everybody. Because Andrew nothing the Prime Minister. No matter Prime Minister material. Continue.
It's a master, you really evaluate like, yo. Because I remember old people say, yo, you still at Jamaica? Why you still at there? I say, nah, man, I love my country. My country love me and the people, and government, everybody. You feel like we're on the same page, you see me? So when that happened, it lit me for 6. I never forget. NJ called me and say, yo, big man, where? And I say, I do me, get my finger on my foot down and thing, and I say, you sit down, and I say, yeah, man. I said, I'm glad you sit down, and I said, Jaja, what is it? What is it?
Right?
I'm going to get up. And the man I say, and him tell me I have to get up and go outside. And I say, nah, man.
You have to tell Michael, I say, hold on for the names.
I say, what you said to me? And I explained to me, so it lit my heart better. And then through over time, how it has progressed and what I expect, I not get. Or what I think I don't see and help me and get from certain people. And you know, see me, I say, Jaja.
In terms of, is it from government? Is it from the government perspective?
The government alone really can't do nothing.
You say them alone can't do it, and I'm right. I know them not up to because we are nobody. And you have this guy a pose up. Traore, I'm sure him fire the cabinet, him move him cabinet, I'm sure. Because I'm find that. See that? I'm sure this him do. Last year this, you know. No matter see that couple months, see that. Him dissolve the government and move the Prime Minister when they did it. See that? None of them do see it. Remember, you know, me use digit thing, you know, it's a BBC thing this me I use. And me play it, yes. You know, you have some people that put up what they want to put up. But Ibrahim Traore say, I'm going to link Jamaica and link Holness. This is full bull crap. See them, they move them. See that? December 2024. See that? See that? In dissolve that I move the Prime Minister and everything. So them a move and them a show you, yeah. Tambela, a civilian was named Prime Minister in 2022, shortly after Ibrahim Traore seized power in a coup. You see that? But they move him too. Them move the one there and they move the one here. In December 2024. See? Them they move it. And you know coming like Ibrahim Traore now something for a thief and yes, and doing people them kind of wicked thing. Yeah. Andrew when it's alone, they use the police force and use the sword, the army and the force and mash up the people them. And it's so wicked that I don't know, hey, people are listening for talk about when them come on there, you know. No for no because you know the toes on the lose and the loved ones. I don't know if that come out of phone head. But you could have your mom today. Some of them mother dead and grandmother dead at 70 and 80 and them can't live more. I just a couple years ago this. Some they're 21, some they're 22, 23, 24. Them could have lived more than if another pandemic thing with them call election and tell who to come vote. Meanwhile, the place infested with germs, with the same, listen, your trust now take up, you know, and Andrew Holness, you know. Not doing, you know. So in plan for election, that time for election, the man come out, them catch him flat vote, is a goddamn disgrace. He not get back once, just think about it. You have 12.7 million, and you don't get back 1 cent. You think about this bad activity. Not even 1 cent out of your money where you work so hard for. But when you look how much million I run through, and that's like $2 billion. Over 400 million I run through bank account to Andrew work for. Yeah? This is goddamn disgrace. See? And then go up there and tell him my father funeral. Me couldn't do about still. I couldn't put him foot in my father funeral. Number one, me that come and tell him, so I invite none of them. None of them that welcome. None. Me that say it publicly. So it will frighten him for me and him to walk up. Because we don't want him there. Yes.
Big boy, this is no answer. And them are the only person who can go in and say, yo, this need to fix.
Yeah.
You understand?
And how active are they in it, in the case?
It's been 2 years.
Yeah.
So
because I mean, what the communication is, because they're a private company. SSL is a private company, and they can't really go into.
I'm one of them, you know. We can't tell you this. Because you have to have better sense than that. You know, some people them go high school and then go university, and when they open their mouth, they say, "Oh God, man, we're not educated fools." You have a government for your country. You have a government. But you don't get up and go in our country, especially all the money business that them run. Any business where you run, you know, it's the government tell you to register. And you have to register because they regulate these things. Remember, the public you deal with and for the public interest, and you have to get the license fee and all these kind of things. If anything to do with food anglers, have to run and everything. What them do, them give themselves and just run it by themselves. By the way, you know, that company SSL is a financial, it's a Ponzi scheme company. It's not a bank. So them don't keep them own money. And even the bank, and I like it does keep money, so you see money, them sell and like them keep it in a central bank, and you see, that's why you have to bring some move money at all times. So when it's a private company that the government is business with, it's bad. Because the government, remember, a Queenie said that, you know, what the government have to do with a private company. Remember when it cost bills? I'm going to show you. I want to, you know, me have the clippings there.
So SSL matters other than to regulate them, deregulate them.
Jamaica will live in.
Okay.
But they get the technical terms now.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, but people can feel, because there's been conversations. You understand? But nothing has materialized out of the conversation.
You feel like them are doing enough to try to solve things?
Nah.
Brother, Andrew, me tell you, you know, all the while, what you do for me? When you have your phone up yourself, Traore never say, come to Jamaica. That we do everything false. So them think false and yeah, but me don't know. Same like when them do this and just reading another thing, brother. You don't even have to ask that. Do you notice me never mention it? But them want to tie Andrew name for a card, so we are doing it the right way. When them say, that's why them start measuring him up now, you know. Andrew never deal with self-reliance. And Michael man, they do these things. You understand? When me say all of the country I try to do what Michael man did that do, me say yes. See when you come back to what we are doing. See even Barbados and them things, they man take off at half time. He never say these things. They never talk about come to Jamaica, who at them can come to Jamaica. You don't hear it, by the way, that hear it on news. When you, and by the way, when you look on anything with Traore, anything when you look on him, don't look on some people a blog and say anything. You notice when I play my see in my country, I play it back for you. See, when I play, me see them I put him out now, and it sound like a goddamn Englishman. That is AI. That is AI. Because even if you're a Frenchman, you don't that proper English, so you have one, and you hear the kind of English thing in them talk. Does this a French Prime Minister, anybody when they must speak English? You know, so this is a Frenchman, you know him. Right? You want to hear the device when they put a proper English price, and the chat, you know, we are translate, just a chat. So, and I'm moving more, is an AI. Make him look like him, I'm moving more. See? You know, follow these things, man. You know what? Me show you, same with the parliament, to just move up everybody, but me show you from a BBC post. And then me have the video too. So I follow, you know, because them thing that, you know, you have to make sure your thing authentic, you know, where you play, you know. Yes. A foolishness ends right. Can't take it.
If personally, if they were doing enough, it would have reached a certain level already. It's been 2 years and we can't say, me can't come to you now and say, all right, we reach us, all right, we'll look up or we'll look down. It's not there no way. This is like almost at a stalemate, isn't it?
So when you say like Miss Panton, she's charged, she's sentenced, she served, oh, she's not sentenced, but she's charged and about to serve jail time,
Did you know?
So I'm not she. I hear boys say, no man, she alone can do this. See? She charged and sentenced. Hear boys about that now. Hear this. I could put up a boards about that. See? Them doing a free monkey winch, you know. It's coming like Christopher Tufton come out now today. And I'll do double class.
Yeah. You see that somebody is being held responsible. Do you think that is the right person being held responsible?
So I tell you, all this money missing and one person about it. One somebody can move around and nobody else don't know about it. In a big institution where it's supposed to be really regulated, right?
So both are an idiot. You hear what I say? Give them the answer. This is the same Andrew Holness now. Go up in a Moran PA. And then I know things to people, you know. I know the PR people, no go through the PR. Andrew must sit up on the ballot. Let me just say it again. Let me repeat. Andrew Holness must not be on the ballot. Andrew are the worst and the lightest thing. Him lie till him don't know when to, hey, and him don't know when to stop. Him not stop. Let me just pick out him lie yourself. You can't compare Andrew to nobody, man. Yes? You can't. You understand? Look at Andrew. I'm going to go to Andrew here and pick out. Andrew, watch out. You're a goddamn liar, Andrew. Let me just show the people them how you're wicked. You're dangerous, brother. Look here. I'm going to go for this Andrew conference this day. Yeah. Andrew, you are the lightest thing we ever walk the street, brother. Yeah? Hear this. Hear this.
Table.
You know,
the government.
I'm going to go to him. Hear this, people. Just listen this or that.
Well, it took back.
Hear this.
The rebellion made the colonial masters then start to pay attention to the conditions in Jamaica.
I'll show you, Andrew, just lie. Him just lie, him just get up and just tell lie. And him don't even realize. And he believe in him lies. Look on this. Hear this.
Jamaica. And from then, St. Thomas was treated like the forgotten parish. I remember in 2016 having a Prosperity Live meeting in St. Thomas, and a young man.
Tiffy, take note. I'm going to take note again. This is Andrew. This is the other day, you know. I'm going to go back this again. Just this, the young man, you know. Get this.
In 2016, having a Prosperity Live meeting in St. Thomas, and a young man stood up in the meeting and said, Prime Minister, I'm paraphrasing him now, we want to feel like we're in the modernity now, like we are a part of modern times. We don't have no Kentucky and we don't have no stoplight. That was his perspective of being in modern times. Of course, we understand what he was trying to communicate.
So we understand what he was trying. So it was a man that. Yeah? That's it. That was a young man. See? And him understand when I try to communicate. No, this is the same Andrew last week. One day last week. See, Andrew, yeah? This is the same Andrew Tiffy. Yeah? This is the same Andrew.
In any form of ideology other than what makes sense, other than what works, other than what is practical, other than what is fair. And I have conducted myself as your leader in that regard.
You lie. You know, practical make nothing work and fear. What kind of leader? You think a chat do this? Your action and don't do it. But hear this now, listen this.
A decade ago, at a church in this parish, I hosted a town hall meeting called Prosperity Live.
Him say live, you know, but really a lie. Prosperity lies. Lies. Hear this.
Some of you here may have been in that church hall, and a young lady stood up and she said, and I'm paraphrasing her.
Yeah, I the same thing this, you know, 9 years and 10 years. So it was a young man, and him said, him and him know what the man did I say. My paraphrase, attack, you know, they say me, but the man did say, the woman now. Remember once, but they stand up, you know. It was a young man last year, no return, a young lady. You can't get the truth from him. Hear this.
St. Thomas needs development. For too long, we have neglected the parish. And she used certain examples to demonstrate the neglect. I'll never forget it. She said St. Thomas is the only parish that doesn't have a stoplight. And then she went on to say, St. Thomas don't even have a KFC. Now I am going to...
No, that can't be true. This could have been true when I play too, no? Last year, it was a young man get up and say it, and him a paraphrase same way. But just a couple of days ago, the young man turned a young man. He's not a young man again, you know. And you never forget it. Eh? No, Holness. This is just the other day. Yeah, this is just the other day. Me crashed 40 years ago. Them want to let me right now that in a Spanish hospital 40 years ago. Today. My father did like 11 o'clock. Now I look after 11 tonight. Jamaica time. See, after them transfer him in dead at KPH. Then be a blood him up, show up and then dead. Because them never pan him in. I'm going to put a drip. Yeah, nothing. Yes. And that's 85. Because most of the hospital then they close down, them they have nothing 1985. Remember them are closed them down 83, 84, you know. 85, but we have. See, I got them close them down already. So my father say I got them make my father dead. Yep. You see? Me know when you're in a big crash, them that rush you and them that bleed out the blood because they have internal bleed. Because internal bleeding mash them up in. Join in your own blood, man. Mash up in your some mash up. Drop on some stone. Fling him out of the back. They don't do nothing. Put drip, gear drip. No extra. When I leave, when I look over here, I leave. I'm a two little sister. I'm going to end some stain over my auntie, you know. She had some bullshit too, you know. Ask about some money with them rob. Because them going in my pocket and rob him, you know. To cut him money. See? Yes. She asked about that and me never, and them kind of little thing. This man does tell her this, and this man come tell me lie right or so. Eh? You say you never forgot it, but it turned out. Woman tell you this. But last year it was a man. No time him living in a one room, then two room. Living him great grandmother, then him mother and him father. No, I'm a talk from him, I play it and joke. This a lie. Same like how this was lie. I'm a play next time for him. You can't compare them man with Traore. No time. See that one room. And I say I got lock on the whole place, man. I must up, man. See that one room. One room. One bedroom. Yeah. And you ban one bedroom. Fixed property. Okay. Let me see that one here. It's dangerous, you know. And you're dangerous.
Because I live it. But my family and my parents, that the PNP has been tricking you for a long time talking about poverty. Because they don't understand poverty. And the truth is, they don't want you to come out of poverty. They like it the way it is because they feel they will always get poor people voting.
And this is what I'm doing, you know. Him tell you, and him say the PNP are doing that. Man, they couldn't have house education, do the whole of them things. But true way I try to do right now, that man did. And them coming and we are stumbling block. And roll back some things, see? And take back the back side. Force by door. Him never buy a jacket. Him do the right thing. See? So here when the PNP want to do this, that's why I can hand out things to people like this. Remember, man, they tell you no hand out thing. Hear this. Hear this.
And as I stand here today, I tell you that I born poor. I was born in Spanish Town. Grew up at 56 Cumberland Road. In a board house, one bedroom. Grew up with my great grandmother. Single parent house. Use Jimmy. Walk to school. Sit down in a classroom with 60 people and listen.
That can't be true neither. The woman and the man just now. This can't be true. Yeah, again, go for the next pulpit. Yeah, this is the Prime Minister. Look here.
I was born in a 2-bedroom board house at 56 Cumberland Road in a spot.
No, but hear these people. People listen to Holness. You tell me, you say, the guy get up and tell about the stoplight and Kentucky. No, it's a woman last week, and you never forget it. Yeah, so, and your great grandmother now, and a one room, Single parent house. Single. Never pluralize nothing. Never hear man.
I was born in a 2-bedroom board house at 56 Cumberland Road in a Spanish town. Just down the road from the Grassyard Market. My father is still a farmer, and my mother is a retired civil servant who sent the two of us, me and my sister, to school on a civil servant salary. I never born with no gold spoon in my mouth.
You say I'm rich. People that want to know him remedy. Yes. Them can't compare him to nobody. Number one. And number two, the man that destroyed the place. The place stink pack up with rubbish. I all over the place. In the same time, they might enrich themselves and as a Chevrolet, but I think the biggest wine. I eat the finest food. Meanwhile, people are paying 700,000 for one mask. 200,000, 100,000 for one mask. I'm back more money on it. Eh? This guy come on and rush you and everything we him do. So the people want to keep the poor because them can't get a vote. And that's what I do. He might come on and I get chicken and black tank and feeding. Yeah? And I give farmers them fertilizer. You want a zinc, you can't get it now. But when you didn't need it, them lock you up and force you to stay in and it's like them put in a Nazi camp in the pandemic. You come out and you get shot and you get locked up. Meanwhile, them move the loot. Eh? In a 2021, I know I'm that they cannot be certified. 21, 22, 23, 24, none of them are certified. This guy are evil. We don't know with Andrew and them can't compare Andrew with this. So we're about, we're continue up them out. Any one of them push up themselves, them remember this. The people of Jamaica always remember, oh, Andrew suffer them. Yeah, in the pandemic. Get rid of enough of one family member and come on and say, come to what? You understand? See? Them thief up the one of the thing, them for go away. Yeah? Yeah, man. Where sends a poor actor? Yeah? Yeah, man. No, but this teacher, this bad. Yeah? This is garbage. This is garbage. And at this time, I've done, you know, the one, can I remember tell you, the one them what I want you listen. And the one them I get a little tank, and the one them I get something, so them just start. You can't talk for nobody. You can't talk for nobody. Just to grow and look for your family and everything. You can't talk for nobody. 50 at 70,000 a bag of fertilizer can. Millions in a fertilizer right now, a private place, I said it. You understand? Two different functions in my year, two different functions. So at two different, all right, so here I'm still now. I remember him study, you know, him do social science, I think, yes. Him study social science. Can we see? So when you want to hear him just hear where you want to hear him trick you. Him play up in your content, you say, I got the media. So when him go like a sentiment, him just tell them what they want to hear and then them give like a handout and they lap your tail like a puppy dog. You see? And then him throw pies and pie. Same like him say when him win him throw pies and pie. That is it. So when him talk at the conference that are there, him tell us says that the command and the Kentucky and everything. And the stoplight. And when him talk up Port Maran Bay the other day up at the plaza where them are open, him come and say something different. Completely different. Him says that woman. And him never forgot it. Him talk at two different places. So one of them when him go up on the pulpit, him live in a one room with single parent, him great grandmother. And then when he go up on the next one now, his mother and father and his sister and him live in a 2-room, in a 2-bedroom. Not 1-bedroom, single parent again. You know. So it can't be true at the same yard. And a different yard, them go migrate to live. And him grew up with him, grew up with him granny ban and going down and grew up with him great granny. So if you go with the great granny in there, she had one single parents house she living at. And use chimney. And sitting in a class with 60 kids. You understand? Into lie. You understand? And this is about the same thing with the girl. You understand? A man telling about the stoplight in Kentucky. And last week, no return, a woman telling about stoplight in Kentucky. See it again, you know. See Kentucky, you know. Remember play it back. Listen who telling about Kentucky.
We have made the investment. Not just to put St. Thomas was treated.
Yeah, who telling about Kentucky?
In 2016.
2016.
Having a Prosperity Live meeting in St. Thomas, and a young man stood up in the meeting and said, Prime Minister,
a young man stood
having
up
a Prosperity Live meeting in St. Thomas, and a young man stood up in the meeting and said, Prime Minister, having a Prosperity Live meeting in St. Thomas, and a young man stood up in the meeting and said, Prime Minister, I'm paraphrasing him now, we want to feel like we're in the modernity now. Like we are a part of modern times.
Listen.
We don't have no Kentucky and we don't have no stoplight. That was his perspective of being in modern times. Of course,
so a young man and his perspective.
A decade ago at a church in this parish, I hosted a town hall meeting called Prosperity Live. Some of you here may have been in that church hall. And a young lady stood up and she said, and I'm paraphrasing her, St. Thomas needs development. For too long, we have neglected the parish. And she used certain examples to demonstrate the neglect. I'll never forget it. She said, St. Thomas is the only parish that doesn't have a stoplight. And then she went on to say, St. Thomas don't even have a KFC.
So it can't be true. This can't be true. And the young man get up and say it, you know. But no, a couple of days ago, the young woman do it. Yeah. And the young woman get up and say the whole of these things. Same place. One at 10 years and one at 9 years. Same show, you know. Same St. Thomas show and everything. And then get up and say it. It's when him said the first time if 3 persons get up and say that in that tell me. Say one him says a male get up and say it. And then the him says a female and he can't forget it. These are the lineness where people are live with Holness. Yeah. Same decade ago, man. Yeah, because 9 if said that and that, they work out to that. So I'm talk when him go up, they can never go up there 2 times for the same thing. Same. So this is how him lie. Yes, this is how him lie. And with the one room too, everything when do. And young baby, tell him, young baby, baby not talk. But baby dream man say, why you never keep in the JP if they keep in the JP that moon that may be alive today. I pay them thing them go with. And then you always use some people, for example, I tell a story, but them story because the story the truth comes straight, like go all over the place. Because you not talk in a real some fiction thing, you know. It's a cartoon character still, you know. Yeah, man, it's a I'm an Aquaman. I'm a cartoon character. So it's an Aquaman, you know. You know Aquaman, by the way? Careful, no know me show you Aquaman, you know. You know Aquaman, right? It's a cartoon character, it's Aquaman. Yeah. You don't know me show them, you know, because you know, some people forgot how Aquaman look. I mean, look at me say Aquaman boy. Yeah, man. So Holness a cartoon character. Holness a Aquaman. See Aquaman there. We don't know Aquaman. Aquaman is some of the fishes, them man. The sperm whale and the one of them, man. We don't know Aquaman. Holness, see the A, they do one the A pan him. The A pan him at Holness is Andrew, you know. The A are Andrew, you know, Aquaman. The A stands for Andrew. Yeah, man. Aquaman, man. You remember Aquaman in a cartoon and some of the fish them in the 70s. I see the whale them run up. See, man, the whale them there too, man. See them there. See shark and hammer head and all kind of things there and see there. The whale them there, man. Them man that control the sea creature them. Andrew Holness, Aquaman. Yes. Yeah, man. I'm control the sea creature them, man. Aquaman, man. Very dangerous. So I could just tell them right now. I could just tell them again. The what I want to run out. I can't put Andrew to Ibrahim Traore. Yeah. That not Traore. Ibrahim Traore. Now work. That garbage here. Yes. Who come up and push him up there, so that me I telling you right now. That is garbage. Straight up garbage. You understand that now work? And people at times for the running woman. Yes, brother. Yes, brother. But you more I tell you, brother. You more I tell them now. Yeah. Oh, you want to put it up on that. All right, no problem. Yeah, more I remember with Andrew Holness. In the pandemic, he mashed him up. When he does come out, I make him come tricky, no black tank. When you need it the most, him left you out there in the cold, or out there in everything, in the flood, in the storm. Him left you in the pandemic. When you need the help the most, yeah? You understand? You understand? Yeah, man. See what I say? This bad man. You understand? This bad. Me have everything in my archive, man. Me have the whole I'm lying. Me have more lie with them now. Let me start playing the ride them now. I'm not done. That's why I say me not play them in a set. The guy dangerous. Him dangerous. And when him do him tell you say the PMP like when you stay poor, because you know if when you stay poor, them get a vote. And when you look at him them go out and buy vote. Them buy vote. Them and when them buy vote, them other people fight for money, you know. Them a fight. Them a buy vote, you think them easy? Them a fight, man. Buy vote. Them buy vote, man. And them fight for that too, man. Fight. Literally fight. You understand? They pan boss and one bag of things over money over 5 grand. See, so them buy a vote. You understand? Look up on this. You think this look good? Look at. Look at. Look. I saw them deal with people. Look on this.
Taking that, them could even come and come call your name about that. We don't have them something there. When PMP I give people think PMP now have no time for go spend how much $1 million for waste. For put a logo upon the bond them for give people for go make the people them for get special bond. By the time election for run again in and your man shit out that. Anybody ever come on my blood clot get with all one of them there. Although nobody in my community now come none of them there something there. But if me did live in one community where them people that come through, them come on my gate, I'm have to send man come shoot up my house when I done with them blood clots. Them bright and out of other. Them back to school, them have to put on logo, them have to put on them face pan, they pick them school bag, pick them and walk up on the span road with minister face pan them back. All them something there. None of them can come on my yard.
And to tell them people if you answer the question, you know. Nothing else. The man is terrible, man. Him to go away, man. Andrew must sit up on the ballot and listen. What we're going to start, you know, we've got to talk louder. Tough tongue, we're going to come talk about you tomorrow, because you're very hypocritical, you know. Because me have your palm, me have you. As a judge, right, talk to him maker, so none of we shouldn't. Who is we for talk to judge, right, and talk to maker for the human neck. No, you come and sing something else. No, you come and sing something else with the nurse. And your friend stepping at the nurse space. And they want to kill the nurse. I good think people that they can never shoot around finger over somewhere, you know. Yeah? And tough tongue, we don't need to come out. We don't need Cougar to come out. You have to go away. Yes? Go away. We see dear man, you know. They'd say, ongo thing, one that could have been a Mrs. Vaz. No, that's an honor to be Mrs. Vaz. Them spiritual woman, this and that, and the one of them run out. But you step at the nurse and the one under the square. If people don't put up their march and something run out, and think people are that. See the man, they lick the woman in her neck. I mean, you want to run out upon him like that, judge, want to take him back. But dear man, in a rush, dear man, to be a wife. That's an honor. Not some skittle, each up per side. Remember when your wife is powerful, you know. Remember the cure what them are saying, you know. Remember, you know. You override everything, you know. Something happened to your husband. Remember them can't go on, you know. That's the honor. Yes. You know, some little baby mother like when a man has a side chick this and come push her on. Remember a wife, when the wife can out this up and come back, she can. Why you think think they need him leave him think them there bush throat and from the wife start McKeewa Adams and do them have to draw up. She never married no that be the bigger one that take away everything and I do him one thing can't do it. Not allowed to do it. See? I'm not allowed to follow some rules. And a matter of fact, if the father never leave no will, everything have to come from the wife go down. So I have to leave a will. Without a will, them can't get a chat. None at all, neither. Yeah? So I have to put where I have to do him will because that protect them. It have to come from the wife and then it come down to the kids. See? So I never say nothing bad. But I want to lick the woman in her neck with stool and marry her under the dress. Yeah, kind of them people that like straight pants, you know. I'm going to marry her under the dress, you know, the top judge wrong, you know. Him to go away, man. See? Him to go away. Me don't talk. You know, so tomorrow again, I'm more fire where I come blaze, because you know our things set to them, and I want to put them, you know. And you must see the pan the ballot, none at all. Him to go away. Me don't talk. Anyway. Me there, and I'm going to meditate again here later. I'm out.
We lump some, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We lump some, we a beat it till the hammer burn. We now make them get in on them and again. None of them boy that we none of them. We alone some rise up the bomb and do.
We keep like the government of a country. It's the servants protect the people of that country, not to put them life in misery. You understand me, Luciano? What else, man?
Government, stop pressuring the poor.
Oppression.
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Serious
it's a government in your regiment. Stop pressuring the poor.
We can't take it no more,
Politicians, your judgment coming for sure.
Yo, politicians with the evilest mission, who know we blame. Too money and power and fame. We're going to find up the youth, them really live down the lane. Get them big gun and brainwash